So why do you want to wrestle EC3?
So I don't want to wrestle EC3. I have to wrestle EC3. So when I got back from the war and I finally got sober, I had a decision to make. And that decision was, what am I going to do with my life? And I decided that I was going to become a professional wrestler, no matter what it took. And that's exactly what I did. Once I broke in, I immediately knew that I wanted to work with one person, EC3. He was building something so different and unique with CYN. I knew that I wanted to be a part of that. I had to be a part of that. So with 6 matches under my belt, I jumped in my car and I drove 13 hours to a show that EC3 was working. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I had to get in front of him. And I did. So he listened to my story about having PTSD. He listened to me about my addiction and how I got sober. He ended up watching my match, and then he met me in the back. And the craziest thing happened. He asked me if I could be in Orlando the following month to start working for CYN. He named me a project, and it was one of the greatest moments of my life because I was by far the most inexperienced wrestler to be named a project. But he saw something in me. He immediately put me on a mission, and that mission was to go wrestle everywhere, learn from everyone, and then to find the confidence in myself that he had in me. I did just that. I wrestled in 11 states in 2 months. I took every match that I could. I learned every possible thing that I could, and I found that self-confidence. I've proven myself time and time again to everyone around me. There's one person left that I have to prove myself to, and that's EC3. E, come August 4th, I'm going to prove that I've become everything that you said I would be.
Folks, Walker Stewart on the call alongside Diamond Jim, James Southern. The crew is back together for another round of Empire Pro Wrestling action. Tonight, James, you and I are going to be paying witness alongside with all of these incredible Oklahoma City fans to the marquee matchup of the evening. Student versus teacher, so to speak. It is Battleborn Leo Fox taking on one EC3.
You said it, we are back like a backbone, and here in Oklahoma City, there is Leo Fox, Battleborn, ready to go to war tonight against EC3, multi-time world champion, getting ready to make his way to ringside.
The Overman. He is a former world champion almost every single place that he has been. In fact, in just a few weeks' time, James, EC3 will be challenging for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in a bull rope match at NWA 75 St. Louis, Missouri against your current reigning and defending NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Tyrus.
Looking to add more world heavyweight gold to the impressive resume of EC3. But tonight he's looking to send a message to his student, to his protege, if you will, in Leo Fox.
EC3 has been training the CYN co-op, the leader of Control Your Narrative, trying to steer professional wrestling careers in the correct direction. One of those students being the man who stands across from EC3 here tonight in battle-born Leo Fox. Leo Fox has a storied history in his own right. 7 matches into his professional career, Leo Fox traveled thousands of miles just to get in front of the right set of eyes. Those eyes were those of EC3, and EC3 happened to see something in Leo Fox. And that leads us a year down the line to tonight, where for the first time ever in the squared circle, these 2 men will stand eye to eye.
It's betting on yourself, and that's exactly what Leo Fox did. And now he's ready for the bell to ring and action to get underway. These 2 exchanging words here in the center of the ring.
Time for fun and games is over. James Southard, there is a war to be settled here tonight. Empire Pro Wrestling Zone, Leo Fox taking on the NWA's EC3. Of course, we mentioned it earlier on. We are a little over 3 weeks out from EC3's NWA World Heavyweight Championship Challenge. You have to know that's weighing on the back of his mind. Think about what this means for Leo Fox. The first time to step to the man who's mentored you throughout a profession which is incredibly hard to advance your career in. EC3 is doing everything in his power to teach Leo Fox everything that he possibly can, but something tells me EC3 just has not taught Leo Fox everything that he knows. There's a little bit more to be developed for the Battleborn War.
Without a doubt, you see that confidence in Leo Fox that has been instilled in him by EC3. But that still doesn't add up to decades of experience and multiple World Heavyweight Championships won. EC3 backing Leo Fox up into that corner saying, I can do it just as easily, kid. Keep that in mind.
Collar and elbow tie-up engaged, EC3 and Leo Fox. It's going to be interesting to see these strategies that these 2 men take. Typically both men powerhouses in their own rights, mountainous men, if you will. However, Leo Fox and EC3 similar statures in this contest. It's going to be like 2 bulls button heads in this matchup.
That's exactly what we saw when they locked up earlier. It's like 2 bucks out in the forest and clashing antlers together, trying to compete to prove who is their toughest, who is the alpha male.
EC3 in full control right now. Let's see if it maintains that control. Collision in the center of the ring, and you'll notice, James, just as well as everyone here in Oklahoma City, as neither man going down.
These are 2 big redwoods standing tall in the center of the ring, trading words. This is as much a mental battle as it is physical, and listen to these chops.
Leo Fox trained in the Army combative style that the U.S. military imposed on him. Leo Fox knows what it's like to take the challenge to his opposition. He's doing that here tonight against his mentor in EC3.
Corner to corner now by EC3. Back to that side headlock, but Leo Fox too strong to keep a hold of. To get Leo Fox off his base. You've got to hit Leo in ways that he's not prepared for. Catch him, find a way to knock him off balance. Otherwise, that mountain of a man is not going to move.
Think about what we're talking about here. A difference of 15 plus years of experience between these 2 men. EC3 has been through the WWE developmental system. He has been through an intense amount of training compared to that of Leo Fox, who has only been in our professional sport for a little over, 1 calendar year?
Barely over that, somewhere near 100 matches, but that is nothing. That is a grain of sand compared to the experience that EC3 has, and now that experience that he's passing down at the CYN co-op. Leo Fox, he's received quite a bit of that knowledge, but has he received enough to beat the man? EC3 backs him up into that corner and says, not today.
Chop to the chest, not exactly the separation that Leo Fox might have been looking for. EC3 full control, Fox reversing it down, and EC3 sent right to the canvas. And Leo Fox, perpetual motion, always staying on the attack against his opposition. And tonight that opposition, as we mentioned before, comes in the form of his mentor, his teacher. What do you think is going through the back of the mind of Leo Fox? There has to be some sort of nerve game that's playing toward Leo Fox's mentality.
His mind's got to be racing 1,000,000 miles an hour. This is the opportunity to prove to a man that you look up to, that has taken you under his wing, that you are learning, that you are growing as an athlete. Not even a 1 count there. Leo Fox, though, staying on top of EC3. Right in there, squeezing. Now trying to take that arm, going back to the shoulder. We saw him trying to torque that shoulder out of place moments ago, driving E down to the mat.
Now what we're seeing right now out of Leo Fox is a strategy we've seen out of him before here at Empire Pro Wrestling. Typically Leo Fox is wrestling smaller competitors, trying to power his opponents down to the ground and try and subdue them on the mat. However, EC3 is definitely larger than your average competitor on the EPW roster. You have to think that the game plan might not work as effectively in this favor.
This has been a stand-up game so far. These two have been going back and forth. Leo Fox has managed to find some advantage when he keeps EC3 down on the mat, and that's what he's fighting to do right now and succeeding. This has been the most successful string of offense Leo Fox has been able to get together here since this match has started.
He's painted a target on that left forearm, the left rotator cuff of EC3. But I want to talk about for a moment Marvelous Mike Andrews. He hasn't paid much of an effect into this matchup. Mike Andrews said it himself earlier on in the night. He is going to let Leo Fox go at this alone. For once, this is just Leo's battle to fight.
I was speaking with Mike Andrews a little earlier, and he said that he's quite frankly intimidated by the level of focus Leo Fox has had coming into this match. He's letting Leo handle it on his own. That big Irish whip into the corner. EC3 shoulder first, doing even more damage to that left arm. Like a surgeon picking that arm apart is Leo Fox.
Leo Fox, leg drop directly to that left arm of EC3. We talked about it. Big painted target on that left arm, the rotator cuff of EC3, Leo Fox. And who's to know if Leo Fox walked into this matchup with knowledge that none of us were privy to? EC3 could have already walked into this contest with some form of injury that Leo Fox might be aware of, and we aren't.
Well, and Leo Fox, he's a long-time student of Ole and Gene Anderson, the Anderson tag team, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, and they were masters of picking the arm apart. That is what Leo Fox has tried to emulate, tried to learn from, and master the art of. That's exactly what he's trying to do here. Separating that, you mentioned the rotator cuff, the AC joint, so many crucial components of the shoulder. Without the shoulder, the rest of the arm becomes effectively useless.
EC3 creating a little bit of separation. Wait a minute. And for the first time in this competition, EC3, we're starting to see the fire build from underneath. Chops to the chest from the battle-born Leo Fox. He had that one well scouted. Back and forth strikes between these two men. Now, off the ropes goes EC3, ducking the clothesline as Fox. Both men going for the same attack strategy.
EC3 more fired up. He's been on the receiving end of a beating all night long. Now he's firing up. Here comes Leo Fox again, ducking the line.
We're going to be looking for here a front STO from EC3 to Leo Fox.
Fox dropped on the back of his head there. EC3 calling for him to get up. And the momentum now solidly in the Overman's favor.
Must be a level of pride that EC3 feels right now, knowing that Leo Fox has managed to take it to him thus far. But Leo Fox, spear from Leo Fox.
He almost tore him in half into the cover. Only two, you saw Mike Andrews. He is frustrated. He thought this was it. And quite frankly, so did I, the way Leo Fox drove through EC3.
I gotta be honest with you, James, this is the most animated that we've seen Mike Andrews all night. He's almost been stoic throughout this contest. The nerves have to be on the mind of Mike Andrews right now.
Leo going for that Cobra clutch. Trying to cinch it in. Apply a chokehold here on to EC3.
Again, this is a power submission maneuver that Leo Fox has used effectively against smaller competitors. EC3 is not your typical professional athlete.
You see, Leo wasn't able to get that left hand up behind EC3's head to apply more pressure. That allowed EC3 to get to the ropes.
Mike Andrews seemingly has a plan. We've seen this before out of Mike and Leo Fox. And Leo Fox, you can see it right now, James. He's saying no.
He said, I can't.
He has to do this on his own. This is not Mike's fight tonight. Tonight it is all about Leo Fox and EC3 ducking the clothesline. Double leg, jackknife pinning attempt. Hold on the cover, EC3. This match is over.
EC3 got the win, but it wasn't the dominant performance we were expecting. It took that surprise jackknife pin out of nowhere, catching Leo Fox off guard.
James, a shocking conclusion to this matchup. This crowd, for the most part, fully backed Leo Fox in this matchup. However, tonight was not the night for Battleborn Leo Fox and Marvelous Mike Andrews. Tonight, your winner is EC3.
And thank you for providing a home for one of my favorite men in this whole planet, Leo Fox. I heard the chants, I heard the electricity, yeah, I'm famous, I'm rich, I'm on TV, I'm a champion. Whatever! But you're one of them, and he's one of you. That's family. That's far more important than the accolades, and the stats, and the federations you work for, and the titles win. Most important thing in this world is family. You're his family. And Leo, you're my family. I'm extremely proud of the man you become, even though you got a booger hanging out of your nose. I do tend to beat the snot out of people, I get it. You've come a long way. You got a way to go. There's nothing wrong with that. Because I am proud of you. Each day, every day, and until we meet again, I love you, bro.